look at them and really see what these people are, just from looking at the style of the buildings. And I think creating this gigantic map is definitely a huge step for us to immerse the role player in our world. And Geraldine here can give you some images of the first city we've built, which is called Ilyor. It's inhabited by the Avansar people. It's this flying city in a very highly developed fantasy. They have floating crystals, and they're very distinct, and they use magic to overcome obstacles in their daily life, as well as warfare. And they have some airships that are based on their crystal technology as well. So yeah, creating all this world with all this background and all this detail is very much in immersing the player, and we really do believe that this is possible.
Okay, and our second feature that we'd like to talk to you about is our plugins. For a lot of servers, this would include going into the spout.
Let me stop you right here. You're sounding extremely muffled at the moment.
Am I?
Yes.
It's fine.
All right.
Can you still hear me? I'll go slightly closer to the mic. Okay. So plugins. For a lot of servers, this would include going to the bucket or spout forums and getting some essential or fun plugins to have on your server. We aren't doing that. In fact, the only plugins that we're using are Voxel Sniper and World Edit, and even that is only for the developers. Now, you may be asking yourself, how are we going to bring new mechanics and tweaks that make for an enjoyable and immersive experience when we won't even be using generic plugins? Well, I don't count myself or my team as generic, and as such all our plugins are fully 100% custom. We have our very own coder, something I'm quite proud of due to our currently small public size, who's given us lots of new functionalities that a public plugin cannot give, and allowed us to be certain that our plugins will always be updated. So, for example, we have our own permission system, our own world guard, our own whitelist system, our own multi-world, and lots more, which allows us to customize quite literally everything. But that isn't it. We're also waiting for the official API to come out so that we can roll out larger concepts and mechanics such as custom blocks, items, NPCs, and literally anything else. Once again, this is being coded for one specific reason: player immersion. We have deep characters backed up by an opening leveling system, something that you could relate to Skyrim almost. We have custom weapons and tools, giving players even more options when they play on our server. While I'm on the topic of coding, I'll hand you back over to Robosco so you can tell you about our third feature, which is website integration.
Alright, so website integration is something we feel is very uncommonly used by servers, if at all. Essentially, it allows for players to interact with the server while not logged in. This is done, obviously, by the generic forum interaction. Players can trade there, declare war, barter, talk, and everything they really want to do. But then we also have hooks directly into the player control panel so that we allow the people to actually directly talk in-game, even though they are not. Not only this, but we also feature server-to-website integration. For example, you're in a shop, yet the shopkeeper is offline. The server detects that, he isn't around, and you're given the option to leave him a note. If you wish to, then you will automatically be taken straight to the forum thread, where then the shop is located, and you can talk directly to him and barter whatever you want to do.
Okay, another thing that we wish to share with you, and the penultimate main feature, is our lore. Lots of servers claim to have unique or amazing lore, but then just tote off humans, elves, dwarves, etc. as their races. So when we claim to have unique lore, we actually have it. Our team of talented lore writers work extremely hard to bring you lots of immersive and original lore. You won't find our race histories or the like anywhere else. There are certain aspects that can be, I suppose, related to generic fantasy, but these have always been twisted on and changed. For example, the Yol, one of our current 5 playable races, could be compared to a woodland elf. But as I said, we have twisted it in numerous ways, They are much more tribal and archaic and are indifferent to the world around them apart from their own lands. On top of this, the lore continually expands, ever dynamic and never static, which adds to the realism of the world. Great discoveries are made, cities smashed in epic battles, organisations found and shattered. But the lore writers aren't the only storytellers in this grand saga. All the players are as well. You can influence the world around you to as much a degree as possible, and major events will be recorded to the libraries of Falar. For example, were you the archer who single-handedly kept back man upon man so that your king could run away? Maybe then battle will be named after you.
Alright, then the final feature that we would like to showcase is us. Obviously, we're going to be building all of this, creating all of it, writing it. So obviously we do play a fairly big role in this. And the thing with us is we're just people who want to do this because it's fun for all of us. We have different talents. We come from different places, and we just come together and put this all together with all of our energy, and we're putting really everything we have into this project. Also expect updates, very much like the Minecraft is continually evolving, so will we. For you, the player, this means continual lore additions, new mechanics via our own plugins, new dungeon and world locations, and even whole new races and landmasses in the future.
We have been getting many questions about when we will release, and I can only answer you this. When do you want us to release? What I mean by this is that we can only work so fast as to how you allow us. If you promote us, support us, help us get our name out there and offer your services. The more of this that happens, the quicker we can get into release due to more help and support. I'm not sure if you've seen yet, but as mentioned earlier, we have our own hall here. It has our logo above the entrance and isn't hard to miss. It showcases a small Avantfar village, the Avantfar being one of our 5 races, as Robowski mentioned previously. We're also running a series of fun games and competitions in the hall. If you participate, you have a chance of receiving one of our donation packages for free, as was said earlier in the live stream, I believe. If you do go over to our hall, we also have our developers there. We've worked very hard to make sure that there are as many of us there at any time during this event. So theoretically speaking, it will always be full of 2 or more of us, and we will happily answer any questions that you may have, or if you just want to talk to us, we're up for that as well. Right, to conclude, we would like to inform you as to how you can support and participate in this project. First of all, you can find us on the Minecraft forums, Planet Minecraft, as well as on our YouTube channel and website, as per the links Robowski is giving you now, apart from the fact that he can't. So I shall do them myself. That's our website. That's a bit.ly to our Minecraft, our main Minecraft forum thread. YouTube channel. And finally, that's our Planet Minecraft account. And of course, monetary help is great as well, as this allows us to obviously expand our server hardware and software. Running this isn't the cheapest thing in the world, as I'm sure lots and lots of other server owners will tell you. So if you do wish to donate, that would be really, really appreciated. However, if there's only one thing that you can help out with, then apply as a builder or terraformer. This is a project that is on quite a large scale, so the more help that we get on building and terraforming, the faster we can get it out to you guys. Finally...
Now let me please say something about this.
Sure.
Obviously, we do have a fairly high bar of entry if you want to help us develop this experience. So you're probably going to have to be trialed. You're going to build something, and we'll then judge it and see if you're worthy, I guess you could say. Although that sounds a bit harsh. I would say we definitely accept players that are less experienced, and try to work with them, teach them things, and just get them to work with our styles, which is very important, obviously, because everything has to fit into our world. All right, you can continue then, Jed.
Okay, and just to recap, the more you support us, the quicker we can get out there. So just remember that. Now, if any of you have any questions, now is the perfect time to ask. I believe VIPs can speak to us privately after this. Is that true?
That would be correct in the VIP area.
Okay, awesome. So VIPs can do that afterwards.
Either
So if you have,
or
sorry?
the lounge upstairs.
Okay, so if any of you have any questions, ask them now.
Now is indeed the time.
If you've already asked them, re-ask them. Is the server up yet? The server isn't up yet. It is still in development. And yeah, so no. But we are trying to get it up as soon as possible.
And obviously, if you're a decent builder or terraformer, you can apply to help us create it, or you can always apply for a role player.
It's awesome. Go check it out.
Thanks.
Also, do feel free to read all of our lore, because we have a huge team of lore writers, which is probably even bigger than anyone who's working on the map right now. And they've really written tons of amazing stuff you can go and read.
There you go. That's the link. So yeah. That's our time.
Question here. I have a question here. Someone says, do
Yeah.
you call yourself a role-playing server?
We do call ourselves a role-playing server, yes. Not an RPG server. Because a lot of servers would say, we're RP, we're RP, when in actual fact they've got quite locking, they'll have classes, and nobody will actually be taking on the role of a fictional character, which technically is an RP, so when we say we're an RP, we actually are, yeah.
Everyone goes into their character, and then we just roleplay. That's how it works, really.
Yeah.
Any more questions?
Do you guys want me to broadcast a link to the application on the server?
Yeah, go ahead.
That would be very good, yeah, thanks.
What is the link?
All right.
To our specific, it's
www.colliding...
to our website or to our actual application
The
form?
actual application.
It is
Uh,
this.
bits.ly/cf minus mcf.
Yeah.
bit.ly.
That takes you to our bit.ly/cf minus mcf. That will take you to our microforum post where you can apply. And then obviously the website is collidingfate.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's also where you'll find all the lore, I believe.
Yeah.
The lore, the forums, everything, yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. Thanks very much for listening.
Yes, thanks indeed, and goodbye.
See ya.